name is Peter Lim. I am the CEO of SEM Engineering and Equipment, Berhad. I'm also the CEO of SEM, the parent company of SEM Engineering Equipment, Berhad. Yeah. We have two business segments. The first segment is Aerospace, where we produce some critical part to be used on aircraft made by Boeing or Airbus. For example, we make engine casings, the casings that enclose the entire engines, and these are critical part and made of very tough material like titanium and Inconel, and we deliver out to our customer in the US or Europe. And the second business segment is our equipment, where we focus a lot in the front-end semiconductor as well as data storage. Okay, so as for this company, our businesses are mostly exported out of Thailand. So we don't compete with any of the players here in Thailand today, but we compete with people in Europe, in the US, and in other parts of Asia. So the plan is to replicate the same manufacturing capability here in Thailand. And for two main reasons. One is for expansion, because I think the capacity in Penang is almost completely filled. And we were looking for a second place, and Thailand come naturally because it is near to each other. We can literally transport the parts between Penang and Thailand overnight by truck. And I think Thailand have very good advantages. First of all, we have here in Thailand a wide pool of trained workers, a wide pool of experienced engineers, and these are the ones that we need. The other second objective is for us to provide a business continuity solution for our customers. Our plant here in Thailand into volume production, we are able to actually have that same product produced in two countries. So an experience that we saw in recent years were COVID-19, where country can have a lockdown and no production can be produced. So if we were to have a similar production in two countries, we mitigate the country risk in that aspect. So we sold the idea to our customers. They like the idea. So we have customers, for the semiconductor who are interested in this strategy. We also have customers in aerospace, so they like that because of the past experience that we had in the recent COVID encounter. We actually have two plants in Rojana, industrial park, which is in Ayutthaya. So these were the two plants that we actually established much earlier. And because of more opportunity that comes in, we need to expand, and we think that perhaps Bang is better choice because we need to actually invest in heavy equipment, and we were looking for a place which is on higher ground. So Bang fits the bill, and also Bang is also much nearer to Penang, and because of the infrastructure in Bambu or Chonburi area, we think that will help us a lot. I think the skilled workers that we are looking at, because to do our parts is a bit complex and we take a few months to train. So I think it's a bit easier for us to train someone who had that prior experience. We have people who are for example, in machining. So for us, our aerospace parts, even our equipment parts, we do 5-axis machining. So not all people know what is 5-axis, and we need technicians to run the machine on the 5-axis, and we need also engineers who had that NC programming experience. Say for example, you have a part of certain shape, the engineers got to program the machine, to teach the machine how to actually make the parts out of this shape. So programming is important. And it's 5-axis, which means that you can machine curved surfaces. Thailand Okay, similar to what we have in Penang, I think we are competitive. So with a competitive environment here in Thailand and with ready capacity, we are able to market that to our customer who are located in the US or Europe. So literally, we are competing with all the other players outside Malaysia and Thailand. So with the cost structure, we are able to do that. And secondly, because the same group, we have different skill and in different location. So we actually had that network to provide a one-stop solution for our customers. One of them for machining. So instead of putting the machine side by side to each other, what we did was that we linked all the few machines with the automatic system, so that a part is being loaded at one area and will be transported automatically to the various machine center, and then when it's completed, you'll come back. So in a way, it improves productivity by using lesser people. The second one, maybe X-ray. Like we know, in the hospital, we need X-ray to X-ray our body to find whether any fracture in our body or whether infection. So in Bamboo, especially, we also have this capability where we actually X-ray on our parts to see whether there's crack in that part or whether there's some impurities. So it's a similar concept. So we need people like radiography to read images of the X-ray. Likewise, you got to train the people here in Thailand to also able to read the X-ray images. But that is only for the part, not for human. Yeah, so we have similar requirements in that. The other one is that because many of our sites, whether it's in Singapore or in Penang, we actually digitize a lot. So which means that instead of the physical machining processes or manufacturing processes, we look at it, we actually collect all the digital, all the data, we analyze it, and then we will look at the trend. For example, if there's any unnatural patterns that is not going to be well, we actually have that predictive modeling to say that, okay, before things goes back, we make some correction. Because we just set up, we don't have a very mature supply chain in our area. But as with all company, we cannot be alone. What we plan to do is to develop a supply chain network within or surround the area, so that will be able to support us when the need arises. It will be similar to what we have in Penang. Penang, we have a network of suppliers. So we will do it the same thing, so that we have like an ecosystems in the area that we operate. Of course, for engineers, we need NC programming. Okay, that's to work on that 5-axis machining. Technicians, we also need them to operate on those machines. We need people to run special processes like coating. Okay, that we put some coating on the surface. We need people who are able to read X-ray. So you train, and this will be all certified externally. Yeah, and of course, I think we also in equipment. So we manage a few thousand parts to assemble equipment. So the person will be skillful enough to always be able to manage that magnitude of parts for that equipment. Today, I think we have two plants, two sites in Ayutthaya and in Bamboo site. Total, we spend about 3 billion Thai baht. Okay, and in Bamboo itself, probably about 3/4 of the cost. So it's slightly more than 2 billion. Yeah, and in terms of investment split, a lot on equipment. So we spend a lot on equipment. I think perhaps at least two-thirds of those are in equipment, and now 1/3 in the infrastructure. I think most importantly is that beside expanding our business in Thailand. We also want to groom the people around us. So we have started a seed fund to support the schools around the area. So today we have 1 million Thai baht fund to support the students, and over time we will grow with that. And our parent company SAM in Singapore, they also adopted a children's home in Chiang Mai. So we are also providing internship for the people, those who have gone through their university study, to intern in our company, and hopefully they can be a permanent staff of our company. This is to support the local community. Whereas for the business itself, so being here and with the resources and the capacity, we will be able to grow as what we plan, because the current facility that we have in Bambung, we have a land of about 1 million square feet. So we are able to build a few more factories before it's fully occupied. Yeah. We are actually on sustainability big thing, because as a listed company in Malaysia, we are also obliged to make sure that we have that program. And in Thailand, one of them is outreach to the community around us. We are also going to put on solar panel in our plant, to reduce consumption of energy. We are also collecting rainwater, recycled waters. So these are small little things that we are working to actually contribute, to sustainability. We are going to have a groundbreaking for a third factory, and so we should expect to complete the building of the factory towards the end of next year. So that will be earmarked for aerospace manufacturing. So for next year, we also want to start to develop our supply chain. We need them to support us, because we cannot be investing in a lot of things, but we need partners around us to do that. Because I think the reason why we come to Thailand was because we saw some good things about Thailand. And definitely, I think for us, because we got to sink so much money over here in Thailand, it's going to be a long-term investment for us. And until we completely fill up the space that we have, then we have to have another plan. Yeah.